Today on Public Eye News, Autrain Township property was found to have depleted its water levels without permit authorization. After that, we'll have everything you need to know about Governor Whitmer's initiative to make birth control free for Michigan residents.
Later, Nate Diamond will have your weather forecast for the next couple days, and Bradley Seaborg will bring you today's sports breakdown. I'm Liam Eulenjoy.
And I'm Austin Graham, and this is Public Eye News. Michigan communities are being encouraged to keep their areas safe by disposing of any unneeded medications in their homes. National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day offers anonymous and free disposal of unused medications. Acceptable prescription drugs that you can dispose of are tablets, capsules, and patches. A list of what medications will not be accepted can be found online. Participants can go to their local police departments or any Michigan State Police post to drop off any medications or if they have any questions. Take Back Day will start at 10 a.m. this Saturday and run until 2 p.m. To find your drop-off location, you can visit dea.gov/takebackday. And over in Ishpeming, construction on the roundabout at the intersection of US 41/M28 and Lakeshore Drive has been completed. MDOT began working on this project, a $6.4 million project, in September of 2023, which included asphalt rebuilding, wall retainment, and bridge barrier construction. The completed roundabout project is expected to improve the flow of traffic and safety in the area. Some minor work still needs to be done, with the temporary traffic lane signals and at Country Lane expected to be removed soon. According to MDOT, the investment of this project directly and indirectly helped over 90 jobs based on economic modeling. For more information on the new roundabout, you can visit the Michigan Department of Transportation's website.
Water levels at the Forest Lake Reservoir property in Autrain County have been recorded at nearly 3 feet lower than authorized. The Water Resources Division of the Michigan Department of Education, Environment, Great Lakes and Energy discovered this after inspection. The property, which contains the Autrain River Dam, is owned by Renewable World Energies and UP Hydro. According to documents filed, permits were not issued for either the dam or lake drawdowns on this property. Additional site inspections will be conducted by the Water Resources Marquette District Office. Renewable World Energies and UP Hydro are asked to respond to the violation notice in writing by October 31st, 1 week from today. Though the situation involves local Eagle departments, only the Federal Energy Regulatory Committee has the authority to take action against Forest Lake. And former NMU President James Appleberry passed away Monday in Louisville, Kentucky. He died from complications of pancreatic cancer at age 86. He began his tenure as president in 1983 and served in that role until 1991. When he resigned as president, he became president of the American Association of State Colleges and Universities. A Missouri native, Appleberry served as president of Pittsburgh State in Kansas for 7 years before he came to Marquette. According to history professor emeritus Russell Magnagi's NMU Encyclopedia, Appleberry oversaw great strides in university history. NMU enrollment increased after a decade of decline, and ACT scores jumped for incoming freshmen. Appleberry's complete obituary can be found online. And with Election Day only 12 days away, absentee ballots are sure to be an important part of vote counting. From Warren City Hall, Gino Vici explains why one city in Macomb County chose not to count absentee ballots early. Take a look.
Well, there is a state law that allows local governments to count absentee ballots early, 8 days early to be exact, and there's only one municipality in all of Macomb County that opted not to do so, and that's the city of Warren, leaving many wondering, including Macomb County Clerk, why?
In the 2020 election, results came in so late, people started thinking that there was something wrong with how the ballots were counted.
Macomb County Clerk Anthony Forlini says he knows all eyes will be on Macomb County in the upcoming presidential election, only 12 days away, and says he also understands how important transparency is to the vote counting process. That said, Forlini says the city of Warren, being the only local government in Macomb County, deciding not to opt into early absentee voting.
And so, most all clerks have taken advantage of that.
It's a decision he doesn't quite understand.
So this here now is a method for clerks to tabulate the votes early. And hopefully because of that, they'll come in sooner.
CBS Detroit reached out to the Warren City Clerk to find out why the city opted not to count absentee ballots early. Sonia Buffa responded to our request by saying this, in part, quote, I've been administering elections for 24 years and my staff has always demonstrated accuracy and precision with elections. Accuracy is the #1 priority for me, and then speed is second. It is for these reasons I have chosen not to pre-process. And finally, up to 8 days of pre-processing opens the door for results to get leaked or compromised. I will not risk compromising the integrity of the election." End quote. You can read Buffa's full statement on CBSDetroit.com. Meanwhile, Forlini says what's done is done, and while he does not agree it's the best decision not to count absentee ballots early, he is committed to providing support to all municipalities on Election Day, including the city of Warren.
And that means as soon as they're done with them, bring them in. Don't sit on them in the city offices. Bring it in so that we can get it tabulated and get the results out to the people that want to know.
In Warren, Gino Vici, CBS News, Detroit.
After this break, we'll be back with your weather report and statewide news. Stay tuned.
Hey everyone, I'm Ken Burns. To make our film resources even easier to use, we've now created Ken Burns in the Classroom on PBS Learning Media. There you can find hundreds of video clips from our films, as well as lesson plans, activities, discussion questions, handouts, and interactives to help you integrate the films into your classroom instruction. I hope you find these resources helpful. Thanks for doing what you do.
Welcome back. I'm Nate Diamond with your Public Eye Weather Report. And taking a look at our roof cam today, we can see the sun peeking out of the cloudy skies a little bit. Probably one of the last days to get out and see those beautiful fall colors while they're still here. And taking a look around the UP today, we can see a lot of sunny skies throughout the whole thing, except just here in Marquette, a little bit of clouds. Up in Houghton, 63. Over in Ironwood, 63 as well. Iron Mountain, 62. Down in Menominee, 57. Over in Escanaba, 57 as well. And over in Manistee, 55. All the way over in Sault Ste. Marie, 56. And back in our lovely Marquette, 65. Partly cloudy, like I said earlier. Winds south-southwest at 16 miles an hour. And a barometric pressure of 29.93 inches and falling. And taking a look onto tonight, we can expect cloudy skies with some on and off rain showers. A low of 46, winds south-southwest at 11, and the moon phase will be in its last quarter tonight. And on to tomorrow, we can see partly cloudy skies, a high of 54, a low of 38, and winds west-northwest at 17 miles an hour. And on to this weekend and into next week, mostly sunny skies tomorrow, Saturday, with a high of 52 and a low of 38. On Sunday, a high of 55, mostly cloudy skies and a low of 42. And on Monday, we have fully cloudy skies, a high of 60 and a low of 52. And that is all I have for your weather today. Back to the desk.
Well, thank you, Nate, for that weather report. It's nice to get out and see the colors here in the UP primetime color season. But moving into some statewide news, Governor Gretchen Whitmer has announced a new program that provides Michigan residents with contraception programs. Take Control of Your Birth Control is designed to ensure that residents of the Great Lakes state have access to contraceptive products. Condoms, birth control medication, and family planning educational resources will be a part of this program once it launches in November. Take Control of Your Birth Control was made possible by the state legislature as it secured $5.6 million for this year's bipartisan budget. The goal of Whitmer's program is to lower the cost of access to family planning and ensure that individuals, regardless of their financial situation, have access to resources that let them make educated decisions about their future and their health. And the Federal Home Loan Bank of Indianapolis has partnered with the Michigan State Housing Development Authority to set up a rate relief mortgage program. In an effort to make home ownership more affordable in Michigan, the MSHDA has created its own rate relief mortgage program thanks to the partnership with FHL Indianapolis. The new program allows qualified first-time low-income buyers to reduce their mortgage by 1 full percentage. In order to qualify for the reduced mortgage, home buyers must finance through a MSHDA-approved lender that is also a bank member. Other eligible borrowers are new or existing single-family homes with 30-year terms and maximum sales price limit of $224,500 per state law. And production will remain on hold for Boeing after factory workers rejected the aerospace giant's latest contract proposal. The halt comes at a critical time for the company, facing a number of financial and PR hurdles. CBS's Jared Hill has more. Take a look.
Overnight, Boeing's latest contract offer failed to take off with factory workers.
Members voted to reject the company's latest offer by 64%.
extending their strike already in its 6th week.
I voted no, and I'm feeling like they're continually trying to give us the bare minimum.
Boeing was offering the 33,000 striking machinists a new 4-year deal that included a 35% pay hike and better health and retirement benefits, but did not restore pensions.
Definitely the loss of that pension is still there, right at the heart of this for many.
Point and blank, they stabbed us. They took away our chance at having security as we get older.
The vote came at a crucial moment for Boeing. The company reported a $6 billion loss last quarter and is preparing to cut 10% of its global workforce after losses stemming from a number of production problems. Some of the most glaring, an airplane door panel that flew off mid-flight, and 2 737 MAX crashes linked to a design flaw, killing 346 people. Before the results Wednesday, Boeing's new CEO, Kelly Ortberg, acknowledged it will take time to fix the company's standing, which he says includes fixing culture.
Our members are critical to restoring this company back to financial health.
The local union president says the plan is to head back to the bargaining table, get employees back to work, and planes back in production. Jared Hill, CBS News.
We'll be right back with a sports breakdown from Bradley Seaborg after this short break. Stay tuned.
Tune in to the heartbeat of the Upper Peninsula. At Public Radio 90, we're more than just a frequency on your dial. We're your trusted home for national public radio. Let our diverse blend of music be the soundtrack to your day. Public Radio 90, where community comes alive. Tune in and let your imagination soar. Join Nicole Walton every weekday morning from 6 to 9 with Morning Edition.
Welcome back. I'm Bradley Seaborg, and this is your Public Eye Sports Report. The Detroit Pistons started off their regular season last night against the Indiana Pacers. The Pistons are coming off their worst season in franchise history with a cast of fresh new faces, including coach J.B. Bickerstaff. The Pistons started off the game strong, leading by 9 at halftime and by 8 at the end of the third quarter. That lead quickly evaporated in the fourth, and with 7 minutes left, the Pacers grabbed the lead and never looked back, going on to win 115-109. Despite the changes, the Pistons still can't seem to close out games. Last year, the Pistons blew a league-high 21 fourth-quarter leads, including 14 leads of 10 points or more. Up next for the Pistons is a matchup with the Cleveland Cavaliers on Friday at 7:30 p.m. And keeping things on the court, the NMU women's basketball team will be retiring Lisa Jamuka-Mackey's number 40 jersey. The retirement ceremony will take place on Sunday, November 3rd at 4 p.m. in an exhibition matchup against a Wisconsin Stevens Point team that features her daughter, Kiara Mackey. Lisa played for the Wildcats from 1987 to 1991, where she racked up 1,699 points, 893 rebounds, and 256 assists. The jersey retirement will be the first in NMU women's basketball history and the second basketball jersey retired this semester after Tom Izzo's number 10 was retired from the men's team earlier this month. And staying with the Wildcats, NMU women's soccer is set to take on Roosevelt this Friday at 3 p.m. The Cats come into the game locked in a title race with Grand Valley State, with the Cats trailing by GVSU by 1 point in the standings. 3 points for the Wildcats will be crucial, as Grand Valley faces off with third-place Ferris State on Sunday, a much tougher matchup than the Cats face against a winless Roosevelt squad. The Wildcats will also host Purdue Northwest this weekend for Senior Day in another vital matchup for the season standings. Both the Lakers and the Wildcats will look to avoid dropping points ahead of what could be a title-deciding matchup between the two teams in the penultimate game of the regular season on November 7th. That's all I've got for sports. Back to the news desk.
Well, thank you for that sports update, Brad. Looks like a premier opportunity for NMU to rise up in the world by taking down Roosevelt pretty soon. What do you think, Austin?
It's going to be a battle between NMU and GVSU for this title, I think, this year. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have at Public Eye News today. I'm Austin Graham.
And I'm Liam Euland-Joy.
We'll see you next time.
The preceding program was produced by WNMU-TV, Northern Michigan University Public Television, in studios located in Elizabeth and Edgar Hardin Hall.